step up with somebody who's that superior, it is. You think, well, what can I do here to get better? And I thought that it was the power base probably that he was lacking.
Well, there'll be nothing lacking now as we move towards the final, the men's under 60 kilogram matchup between Uzbekistan's Sherzod Namozov, the man from Bukhara, Paralympic champion in Rio. A few fans in the stands as well for him.
Nice to see smiles on their faces as they come out of that tunnel there. It's nice to see.
Embracing the big occasion as Hirano Hiroyoku, centre referee in this one. Sherzod Namozov, his path through to the final. Fully focused now. Likewise, Zurab Zurabiani, the 24-year-old, has that World Championship bronze medal, has the Paralympic Games experience, but he's going up against a Paralympic champion from back in Rio. And this one set up nicely.
And he's on good form as well. He's back to the kind of form that he had in Rio, Namozov. So this will be really interesting. He also goes off to the side. I think Yoko Satemi was a big side techniques, side sacrifice. And he goes off the sleeve as well. So that right sleeve there, the left-hand grip, it's to set himself up on the opposite side. Zurabiani, it'd be best not to go with the flow here. So wherever he wants him to go, best not to go there. There! Beautiful, Diashi Barai, Kuriashi, and he takes him onto his side there for a Wazari. Beautifully executed, and that's why I would say don't go with the flow.
Into the danger zone he goes, and onto his side rather than his back. If he had been in his back, it could have been all over. But Namozov, Sherzod, all that experience and quality, living up to the archetype of judo. Smaller in stature, but bigger in skills. Can he find one more score to take the Paralympic title?
Well, it'll be second Paralympic title, won't it? And a few years apart, which will be remarkable. That wasn't far off there. He almost paid the price there. Zurabiani decided that it was time to start a move. Now then, can he get this? Is he on the arm? He's not quite, didn't quite have it. Bit of a panic stations there.
Zurab Zurabiani just reminding that he's still live in this contest for the gold. Sherzod Namozov, well, he looked very, very relieved there, escaping, gets his arm out as they grip
panic.
up again.
He was panicked, wasn't he?
Big time. I haven't heard panic stations for a few years, but that was it.
It was.
But next stop on this station, who's going to have the gold? Both men back on track in the centre. No love lost with these leg, I was going to say taps, but they're certainly putting plenty into it.
Yes, sometimes it can be without movement, but the first Ashiwaza we saw was with movement. Good attacking judo from both of these. And again, he unsettles him. Coach is saying you've got to settle down a little bit here. Think about what you're doing, because this is when you have to play an intelligent match here. He's a Wazari up, he can't be passive, but he also doesn't need to take massive chances.
You mentioned the importance of his coach in the corner. He's also a coach himself back at the Bukhara State University. and has got himself a little bit of running repairs here, but just looking off to the right. Doesn't seem to be too much wrong, just a bit of medical intervention.
Yes, I think it's just a little bit of blood, and they have to make sure that the blood is quelled.
Well, blood, sweat and tears required. Concentration now pivotal for Sherzod Namozov. And it's so interesting, Neil, you keep mentioning that, the ability to drag off to the one side. You never do footwork with someone that's good at footwork. You never punch with a puncher. You never wrestle with a grappler.
No.
Try and keep their strengths away from them. And to be fair to Zurabiani, he's really had a go at it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I say about playing an intelligent contest, is that you look at something and you think, well, that's not working for me. I've got to change this. I've got to adapt to what's happening here to give myself a chance. So I think the score's going to come here now. I think that quite often when you have a little bit of a break, they come back to the middle, they've reset, they've thought about what they're going to do, and normally from the beginning again, we see a big attack. Zurabiani! Oh, not far. Big reaching Osoto there. Just managed to climb off that.
And that Osoto, Gary, is on the outside of the leg?
It was right on the outside, and sometimes if they brace to it and you change the direction, it turns into what they call an ashiguruma. So it's if you reach and catch the leg, you have to make sure that you catch the knee and you stop the knee from moving. Otherwise, they can rotate, throw you with the same technique. So you have to catch it, and especially against opposite stance.
Opposite stance, but no chance so far. Zurab Zurabiani has been expansive and aggressive, not been anything to score on the board.
Yep, I think he needs an attack. He's going to get penalised otherwise. He might just get penalised now as well for that. Namozov definitely in defensive mode, and he does pick up the penalty.
Picking up the penalty, but trying to pick up the pace down the stretch now. The Georgian needs a score. Still time.
Yes, he's explosive as well. He could do it. It's possible for him to throw. He's been throwing big all day as well. What a great final to finish on. Very tactical, a little bit tactical, and still plenty of opportunities for scoring.
Para Judo on day one, delivering a bit of everything, coming to a fitting close. The drop Seoinage, not enough hold there. Let's go of it.
Sometimes you can have an attack for an attack, you know, just to get an attack in, and he'll be looking at the clock there. It'll be the longest minute ever.
Just to look busy.
Yeah, and it's the referee's job, of course, to differentiate between what is looking busy, what's an actual attack, what's a false attack.
Well, what's the reality is now, we're less than a minute to decide.
Oh, nice.
For it.
Change of direction, Kouchigari. That action-reaction there pulls forwards as if he's going to go forwards, and then suddenly changes the direction to the back. I don't think it's finished yet. Still 45 seconds to go. Still a possibility of a second score. Seoinage. Kosodagaki, Seoinage, two changes of direction, but they were good attacks. They were good enough. He's got to be careful of this arm, because this arm could be the end. Oh, it's gone out. Oh, he's got it. Juji Gatami, and he's got it. And he had to be careful of the arm there. And that went against the run of play, didn't it, there? He made a mistake, but Zurabiani there with a beautiful bit of newaza takes the Paralympic title.
Well, he surely does. With 20 seconds to go, he was down and out. There's going to be a video review, as is the right of the coach to ask for it, I'm sure. The Paralympic champion from Rio 8 years ago.
They're taking it off.
They're going to take off that ippon, so it was worth to do. Shido given.
Yes, for fingers inside the jacket. So he's still now, from being Paralympic champion, now, or supposedly, because he executed the Jujigatami with the fingers inside the jacket, it means that he gets a penalty and not the ippon. And so he could still win the Paralympic title now. Uchimata! So close. Has a look at the clock. 7 seconds to go. Oh, coach is shouting 5 seconds. Oh, dearie me. So a bit of drama to finish off this first day of competition. And he's done it again. He's Paralympic champion again, and, well, certainly there's disbelief in the stadium there. Namozov can't believe that he got second chance. Zurabiani will be looking at that thinking, why? Why fingers in? Why did I do it?
Well, the desperation for Zurab Zurabiani. It's going to be silver for the Georgian. Sherzod Namozov, they've shared every emotion there, back and forth. He was the champion, he'd lost it. He wins it back again, and the man from Uzbekistan, from Tashkent to Paris, sealed with a kiss. And the crowd and the passionate fans from Uzbekistan, they really, really have been through every single emotion here. And along with Neil Adams, we've been through every single bit of quality, and it's almost befitting that it was just one set of fingertips in the wrong place. And that's what these athletes have had to do all day. They have had to grip up correctly, they've had to look for options to score, and in the end, it was just turning those tables. Sherzod Namozov had almost lost it.
But you know what the problem was? The problem was the technique that he was doing was facing the referee. The referee saw it. There was the Ashiwaza, and here's the Jujigatami, and to get the arm out, he went inside the jacket.
But did it on the side that the referee could see him.
The referee was staring down at him. So, I mean, if you're underneath and you do it, it's a different thing, but if you're facing the referee there, the referee sees it.
Well, the referee
it was a bit
it.
unfortunate.
No, a bit unfortunate. Tried everything in his powers and beyond. Zurab Zurabiani from Georgia had moments, but the moment of magic now for the two-time Paralympic champion Sherzod Namozov, as he shares the moment with his coach. And my goodness me, we can almost take a breath here. The gold medal contest confirmed, and all the athletes will be up to get their medals in a few moments' time. But in the men's under 60 kilograms, Sherzod Namozov is actually now signing a few autographs and a few moments with his fans and friends as well. My goodness me, Neil Adams, Para Judo Day 1. I don't know if I can cope with another day of that pace.
We've got 2 more days to go.
That was incredible.
Yeah. And I think, like you just said there, we have, John, experienced so many emotions, so many different methods of winning, you know, and actually not so much tactics, but the tactics did come into a certain degree. But we've seen some massive ippon throws, all different directions. We've seen hold downs, arm locks, we've seen strangles. It's been magnificent.
Jigoro Kano would be proud, all the way back from the founding father of the sport to this moment here, as Neil Adams tells us, every single style, every single method of victory, and every single athlete will be in your view in just a few moments' time as we move towards the victory ceremonies on day number 1. Stay with us for the medals. They're coming soon.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs pour les féminines, moins de 48 kilos, J2.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's under 48 kilogram J2.
So on day one, it's the J2 category now, and the women's under 48 kilogram category. The medalists getting a warm welcome, of course. Particular interest for France as well, but globally, Turkey, the People's Republic of China, France and Kazakhstan, the best four on the day. And helping each other in.
They got such a great response from everybody as they came in.
Well, they were head to head for the most of it, arms on shoulders, as they find their positions perfectly for the podium for their big moments here at the Paralympic Games.
Les médailles seront remises par
The medals will be presented by
Monsieur Patrick Letel, vice-président, référent sport de l'Assemblée des départements de France.
Vice President of the French Departments.
Accompagné par
Accompanied by
Monsieur Thierry Ray, conseiller spécial Paris 2024.
Special Advisor Paris 2024.
Médaillé de bronze, représentante de la Turquie et représentante de la République populaire de Chine.
Bronze medalists representing Turkey, Jahide Eke, and representing the People's Republic of China, Li Lijing.
Kahida Eke of Turkey and Li Lijing take their step up now onto the third spot on the podium. And will take their bronze medals as well. We saw the reaction, if you saw it earlier on, from Kahida Eke, was absolutely elated, had worked so hard for this Paralympic bronze medal. And Li Lijing, likewise for the People's Republic of China, as they receive the warm ovation. They're also going to receive the mascots now.
Yes, from Terry Ray. Terry Ray was one of the first that led the way for us in 1979. He won the World Championships here in France, and he was 19 years of age when he did it, and he beat one of the Japanese greats. Then he became Olympic champion, and so that's an honor for them to receive from such a great champion.
And speaking of great champions, Sandrine Martinet enjoying her moment here in the Champ de Mars. 6 Paralympics, almost getting the gold medal there. Take the silver instead this time.
Yes, she got rapturous applause, didn't she? Absolutely playing the crowd, and why not? Absolutely deserves it.
Conducted herself with great dignity all day, and an illustrious career conducting the crowd as well here in the Champ de Mars. Sandrine Martinet, 6 Paralympics and a silver here in her host nation. But when it came to the final, you can only have one champion.
Championne paralympique, représentante du Kazakhstan.
Bronze medalist and Paralympic champion, representing Kazakhstan,
And an equally warm ovation for Akmaral Natabek.
She was pure class, and I just loved the way she came out. She was so confident, knew exactly what she wanted, and She was the chaser as well down in Newaza. She did the standing, she did the ground. She was an all-over judoka. You're going to see a lot more of her as well.
I'm going to see lots more of her with this Paralympic gold medal as well. The champion from Kazakhstan, Akmaral Naltabek. Moments to savour.
Mesdames et messieurs, si vous le pouvez, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne du Kazakhstan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able for the anthem of Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan's Akmaral Naltabek has her moment as the Paralympic champion, richly deserved. And the single tear strays down her face. She was singularly superb all day. Kaheda Ekke from Turkey with bronze. Li Laojing likewise for the People's Republic of China. Sandrine Martinet from the host nation. A host of expectations, but the champion, by far the best. Wonderful scenes, Neil.
Just wonderful scenes, and the crowd really appreciating it. And you're right, Nurabek, she got great applause from this really appreciative crowd.
And a big bite of the medal. It's actually made partly from the Eiffel Tower, which is just about, what would you say?
200 metres away from where we are. Not that far away, that's for sure. We are in the best stadium, situated in the Champ de Mars. And the Champ de Mars gardens have a history, don't they? They used to be used for military purposes, for parades and things like that. And then over 100 years ago, they used to be orchards.